Hey everybody, welcome back to the Traveling to Sea channel. This is the full video for our Great Smoky Mountains National Park adventure in June 2025, our stop number 18. This includes our videos, part number 1, which was from Townsend to Gatlinburg. Part number 2 covers Cades, Cove. Part number 3 covers the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. So sit back and enjoy all 3 videos. God bless. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Traveling to Sea channel. Stop number 18, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Part number 1 because it's too big for one video. Traveling to Sea road trip. We love to travel, love to share. Traveling's great on land, sea, and air. Come with us as we go and see together how much better our traveling can be. Traveling to Sea 2025 road trip from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. 4 thumbs up. We had an awesome trip. Our last video was Southern Craft BBQ in Bristol, actually Bristol, Virginia, and Rico's Grill and Cafe. We had dinner the previous night. It was Bristol, Virginia, right on the line of Virginia and Tennessee. And then on to the Smoky Mountains we drove. And that's what this video is. This is our part 1 of the Smoky Mountains National Park. Smoky Mountains National Park headquarters is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And here is a map of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And you can see the Tennessee and North Carolina border goes right through the middle of the park. Got Gatlinburg on the north end of the park, Cherokee on the south end of the park. So what are you going to see in this video? An overview of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, North Carolina and Tennessee, ratings and reviews, our experience in June 2025, what's the park layout, what's to see, videos and pictures along the way. In this video, which is part number 1, and part number 2, we will share Cades, Cove, and Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. And what's going to be the next video on Traveling to Sea? Well, we'll show you how you can find out and how to find other great videos on the Traveling to Sea channel. But now, on to our stop number 18, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Part 1. This is our everything to get to Cades Cove, and you'll learn what Cades Cove is. First, here's the website for the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and this is the most popular national park in the country. And you need a parking tag, you do. You need to buy a parking tag, and you can do that at any of the park offices. You can get a daily tag. We buy an annual tag. Also, you can find out about closures and alerts on their webpage. You can plan your visit. They've got frequently asked questions. They've got camping and hiking opportunities, wildlife like elk and black bear and deer and all kinds of wonderful wildlife. And Kauai, formerly Clingman's Dome, the highest point in Tennessee. Cades Cove, an awesome place, and that's where we're heading amongst other things. So now, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. like I said, Tennessee and North Carolina state line runs right through the park. TripAdvisor has ratings on every attraction within the park, and they have this page that tell you all about the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and how you can visit it and all the various attractions within it. Here you can see the essentials, tours, the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. We're going to be seeing that. Here in part 2, Cades Cove. We'll be seeing that in part 2. And there's Kauai, the highest point, Foothills Parkway, Mingus Mill, all wonderful places to visit, places to stay, and food and drinks. And there's a lot of great and wonderful food, and we'll have more stops within our road trip series here, so you can check those out. Now, Yelp, how does Yelp rate the Great Smoky Mountains National Park? 4.7 is the rating. Again, it's the most popular park in the country. And Facebook, they do have a Facebook page, but I think the website is the best place to go for the most current information. So what did we find on our drive? Well, here we go. Videos and pictures in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and along the way getting there. So here is the park. The park headquarters again is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. There, as you can see, right at the north end of the park. But we're going to enter in from Cherokee. We're coming from Bristol, Virginia, and we're coming in through Cherokee. Then we'll go by the Oconaluftee Visitor Center. Awesome place. We'll drive through Newfound Gap, the High Point, wonderful views. Then we will take a left turn and follow the Little River Road. And the Little River Road will take us over to the Cades Cove Loop. And we'll do Cades Cove Loop. That'll be in part 2. And then we'll go and do Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. That'll also be in part 2. And Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And that will be in part 2 as well. But we've got a lot to get through part 1. So let's start at Cherokee, North Carolina. Welcome to the Cherokee Indian Reservation. Yes, this is a Indian reservation, one of the most successful Indian tribes in the country. They do have a casino there if you're into that sort of thing, but they've got a lot of wonderful things to see. And here's our drive through Cherokee. You can see it's a thriving city, actually a nation, I guess. And one of our favorite restaurants here, they have Navajo Indian fry bread as Paul's. We'll have a video on that later in the series. But they've got some museums that you can check out here. Beautiful, beautiful river. But here's outdoor drama unto these hills, which is held at the Oconaluftee Indian Village in the Cherokee Indian Museum. So you can check that out. We've been there before, so we didn't stop this trip. We're just driving on through Cherokee. See the beautiful river there on the right side. And there's a bridge you can walk across and see it. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, now we're leaving Cherokee. Steep, winding mountain roads for the next 35 miles. And here we are. Beautiful roadway. It's a beautiful day. And Blue Ridge Parkway goes right through there. You can get on the entrance ramp there and follow the Blue Ridge Parkway. We've taken that before, but this time we're going into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So we're heading on straight, and on the right is upcoming is the Econo-Lufty Nature Center, and that is really a neat place. And see this field off to the right? If you're there at the right time in the evening, it'll be full of a herd of elk. Beautiful animals, beautiful. One time we were visiting down there, there was a mother elk who was standing in the river, looked like she was very near to delivery. And she was standing in the river down there by the nature center. The river actually flows right down through there. There's a working model farm. There's a lot to see and do there. The Econo-Lufty Visitor Center right there. Nice museum. And you can buy your park passes there too, parking passes. But now, today we didn't stop there. We're just driving by. I highly recommend you stop there if you hadn't before. Now we're hitting some rain. And it's very interesting in these mountains because you'll hit some rain pockets in some areas, and other areas there'll be no rain at all. And this rain didn't last too long. We're driving along, you can still see some absolutely beautiful views. If you could look off to the left, you'd see some beautiful views. See those turnouts you can pull in there to see those views. Now the rain is pretty much stopped. Sun is shining. There's some people out on that bridge, and there's some beautiful views of the valley down through there. But we're traveling along. We're heading. Our main goal is to get to Cades Cove today. Is what we want to do on this day. Newfound Gap. That's our next place. Newfound Gap. You can see Newfound Gap is very close to Cove, which is the new name for Clingman's Dome. Cove, which is the highest point, and Newfound Gap here's only 0.2 miles from that sign. And here it is. Newfound Gap, wonderful place to stop. They got great restrooms there. It's where the park was dedicated. It was right here by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, now we're heading down. We didn't stop that day because we wanted to get to Cades Cove so we could enjoy that. Here's the Alum Cave trailhead here. You can see the parking. This is why you need parking passes. And you can see they've got parking on the right side. Very popular these trails are. There's lots and lots of trails in the Smoky Mountains. Just go to the ranger station, the Sugar Lands Welcome Center there. They have maps, and the rangers will help you and tell you all about the different trails, all the activities around the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. See a lot of motorcycles out. We're going through a tunnel, coming out the other side, lots of motorcycles. They're enjoying the beautiful day. Hope they're not driving into the rain. There's pull-offs along the road. You can stop and see the river because we're going right along the river, the little Pigeon River. And now we're through another tunnel. It's just beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's just love. Just driving through the scenery is just so nice. Look at those mountains off there in the distance. And it's beautiful here all year round. We've come all 4 seasons. We've been here in the winter time. Many of these attractions that we're going to see in these videos are closed in the winter, but it's beautiful all year round. Spring is beautiful, fall is beautiful, summer is beautiful, and this was summer here. We were there in June. And Chimney's picnic area. Very, very nice picnic area. We've taken some lunch to Chimney's in the past. Grabbed some, used to grab some Kentucky Fried Chicken or some Bojangles chicken and bring it here, some sandwiches. And this is a lovely, lovely picnic area that this particular day was packed. We couldn't find a place that we were able to make it to the restroom at the far end here. So we were able to make it to this restroom and take advantage of the facilities, and then we did get over to the river. Listen to this. Say something.
Yay!
My darling Emily, she loves the Smoky Mountains. There's some people down in the river having a ball. Now we're back on the road heading for Cades Cove. There's pullouts along the road, as you can see. And here's Sugarland Valley Nature Trail. We decided, hey, let's stop here and take this trail. This is a handicap accessible trail. Emily has had some trouble walking and thought, hey, we can do this. And there's the sign. You can pause there to read that, but it'll tell you all about this nature trail. It's all paved, and there are seats all along the way. All the trail guides were gone, but look at that. It's paved sidewalk. And and they've got bridges, and they've got seats along the way, and they've got some signage that explains things along the way. There's old dwelling. There's the river right there. And see, you could take a wheelchair right out there to the edge of that river. And there's the walk. There's more signage. We were really enjoying our time there. We just sat and chilled a bit. How lovely that is. Highly recommend this. This is good for anybody. I'm enjoying it. She's moving along. See, there's a wall in there from somebody's home that used to be there. There's another bridge. That was a great, great trail. Highly recommend that one. Highly recommend that one. And now we've taken a left turn onto Little River Road, and we're going to follow Little River Road to get to Cades Cove. So here we go, going in, and this is actually where we took a little break out into Townsend, and now we're heading back in, heading towards Cades Cove. Here's the entrance to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park there in Townsend. Now we're on the way. It's a beautiful drive, isn't it? Just look how lovely it is. The river is right there to our left. This is a parking area. There is a swimming area there. The river is wide enough and deep enough that people go in there and do some swimming. There's actually some boulders they jump off from. Very popular, as you can see. There in end of June 2025. Lots of cars. We're going to take our turn to the right to go to Cades Cove. So here we go. You may think this is a lot of traffic, but this is not a lot of traffic. This was very, very nice. So here we go. And we're on the road heading towards Cades Cove. Beautiful views going right along the river. The river is just off to the right side. You get a glimpse there. See that? Beautiful. Places to stop along the way. There's a pull-off right there. You can go. There's people who do fly fishing, or they'll take inner tubes down there and float around. Just have a blast. It's just fun to go in and splash around. You'll see some of that in part 2, where Emily and I did get into the river ourselves. Here comes another tunnel, and now we're on the other side. There's the river again. Cades Cove is getting closer and closer. We are so looking forward to it. You never quite know what you're going to see in Cades Cove. You can see bears and deer and turkeys and a lot of different birds. We've got some horses there because they offer horseback riding and also some wagons and carriage tours if you want to take advantage of that. There are the riding stables there at Cades Cove. We're going to have to do that one of these days. We've seen some of the wagons go by with people in it, and they look like they're having a blast. So we need to do that. We just haven't gotten around to it. It's a nice drive, is it not? There we are. We're coming up. Okay, there's the Cades Cove Loop Road is straight ahead. The campground and picnic areas to the left. We're going to go down into the picnic area, use the restroom, and also check out the river down in there before we go into Cades Cove. So here we go into the picnic area. And this is really a nice picnic area too, as was Chimney's picnic area. This is very nice. Nice restroom facilities all around, and picnic tables and access right down to the river. And there's river to the right, and there's also river over on the other side to the left. And you can see there's not a lot of cars here, so we could easily find a place to park. We park. There's some pictures of the water. Just absolutely beautiful as always. Now, onto the road, heading into Cades Cove. And that'll be part 2 when we go into the Cades Cove Loop. And you'll see all of these stops for the Cades Cove Loop, as well as the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. We'll be going there as well. These are both exciting attractions in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Cades Cove and Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. Come along with us in part 2. This has been Great Smoky Mountains National Park, part 1. Part of our Traveling to Sea Road Trip 2025 from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. 4 thumbs up. Come along with us. See the links in the description below to follow along with us. And by the way, if you're going to visit coastal Mississippi, that's home for us. Check out coastalmississippi.com. You'll be so glad you did. And we've got playlists for the top restaurants across the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And we've got top attractions across the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Check out our upcoming video on Cruising the Coast 2025. And what's next on Traveling to Sea? Well, like and subscribe and share. Tell other people about our channel and you'll know what's coming up next. See the links in the description below. And keep watching, keep traveling, enjoy life. God bless. See you in part 2 of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Woo, what fun. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Traveling to Sea channel. Stop number 18, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, part 2, Traveling to Sea. We love to travel, love to share. Traveling is great on land, sea, and air. Come with us as we go and see together how much better our traveling can be. Our Traveling to Sea 2025 road trip started in Mississippi through Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. 4 thumbs up. We had a wonderful, wonderful trip. We most certainly did. And this is all about our drive in the Smoky Mountains National Park in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and South Carolina. See part 1 that covers our drive from Cherokee up through to the Cades Cove picnic area. The Smoky Mountains National Park, the headquarters is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee at the north end of the park. This video is going to cover Cades Cove. Our next video will cover Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail and Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Just a short introduction. So what are you going to see in this video? Well, an overview of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in North Carolina and Tennessee. Ratings and reviews. Our experience in June 2025. Park layout. What to see. Videos and pictures along the way, focusing on Cades Cove Loop. And what will be the next video on Traveling to Sea? We'll show you how to find out and how to find other great videos on the Traveling to Sea channel. Be sure to see part 1 if you haven't seen that or all the previous videos. But this is Stop 18, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Part 2, Cades Cove Loop. So, the website. Well, see the links in the description below. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park website does have a page on Cades Cove. Cades Cove, a scenic valley surrounded on all sides by mountains. South of Townsend, Tennessee, a popular 11-mile one-way loop road encircling the valley provides access to hiking trails, opportunities for wildlife viewing, and chances to explore the many historic home sites, cemeteries, and churches. There also holds a visitor center, campground, picnic area, and riding stables. And there is Cades Cove within the park, and there's some information on touring the park. 11-mile one-way loop. Currently, Wednesdays is bike or hike only. No motor vehicles on Wednesdays. That's only at certain times of the year. And here's places in Cades Cove, the picnic area, the Cable Mill, Gregory Bald, hike to Abrams Falls, John Oliver's cabin. And there's visitor center information, Cades Cove campground information, history about Cades Cove. You can check all that out at the website. Very, very useful. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park, we really, really enjoy it. It's one of our favorite destinations. TripAdvisor has specific ratings for Cades Cove. You can see it's a 4.5, over 5,000 reviews about Cades Cove, and Yelp also has ratings for them, 4.4, and it's just awesome. It really is. It's our go-to, must-do every time we go to the Smoky Mountains. Facebook, there is a Facebook page with a group that enjoys Cades Cove in the Smokies. You could join that. So what did we find on our drive that day in Cades Cove in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park? In part one, we went from Cherokee past the Okalofty Visitor Center, Newfound Gap, to Little River Road, down to Cades Cove picnic area. Now, in part two, we will circle Cades Cove Loop and explore all there is to see. And part three, we will circle Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail and end up in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So you can be looking forward to part three. Now for our drive around the Cades Cove Loop. Here is a map of the Cades Cove Loop. You can see you circle around and the stops are numbered. See, stop number 2, John Oliver's cabin, and so forth on around the loop. It's really, really great. You're never sure what you're going to find on Cades Cove Loop. Here we are. We're turning into Cades Cove, and traffic not too terribly bad. Sometimes it's really, really backed up. There's somebody's got one of those rented RVs. They're probably not sure where they know what they want to do, but now we're going to do the Cades Cove Scenic Loop. Closes at dusk. It's 11 miles around. And here we go. And off on the left are the fields where they keep the horses. And the horses are in the stables there. And you can actually get some horseback rides or carriage or wagon rides. They have them available right there. And you can often see the horses. And here you can see some people in the back of their car just enjoying their time there in Cades Cove, and I have cut a lot out. I mean, it takes a good hour or better to go around, but it's enjoyable. It's really, really great. Here's some of the horses here at the left. You can see. And you can go walk right up to the fence there and pet the horses. Yeah. Then we'll drive on around. It's a one-way road. There are pull-offs there, as you can see. And you pull off so the more anxious people can go on by. That's the courteous thing to do, is to pull over and let people by. And sometimes you'll drive along here and you'll run into what's known as a bear jam. That's where people sight a bear or deer or some other animals, and the traffic will back up. But that's why you're there, is just to enjoy the nature. Because Cades Cove is surrounded by beautiful mountains. You can see them off there to the left. And it's a beautiful, beautiful drive. I really enjoy it. Always look forward to it. And here is number 2, Sparks Lane. And on the map here you can see there's Sparks Lane. It's a two-way road that cuts across. So you can loop back around should you want to, or you can make it a short, if you're walking it, you make it a short loop. But now, here we go. We're continuing on. Stop number 3 is John Oliver's cabin. And the Park Service has done a wonderful job with John Oliver's cabin. There it is. There's actually a wheelchair-friendly trail that you can ride right up there. You can see there's ample parking around. See the parking there? And there you can see the path off to the right. That's a paved path. Wheelchair accessible. You can go right up to the cabin. You can park here and take your wheelchair right up to the cabin. You can get out anywhere and walk around in the park. It's completely open. There's fields. Often see some deer out there. Now we're traveling along in the loop. Weather was just great. Really, really was. There's another pull-off. Just let you enjoy the views. See the fields. They keep them very well maintained, the Park Service does. They do a great job. You know, before Smoky Mountains National Park became a park, I mean, people literally lived here in Cades Cove. They lived in these cabins. That's why they're there. And they've been restored to their original condition. Now, you can see we're hitting one of those bear jams we talked about. What are people seeing? That's always the curiosity. What do they see? What do they see? And oftentimes you'll see people out with their cameras shooting, and you never want to approach wild animals any closer. There goes an ambulance. And yes, they do have ambulance service out there. That's the first one we've ever seen in all of our times here. My wife Emily, she's been coming to the Smoky Mountains since she was 8 years old, and she just loves it. She introduced me to the Smoky Mountains. Well, actually, we went there on our honeymoon. So we've got several videos in the library on our previous trips here that you can see. Just lovely. So peaceful. Takes you back to a peaceful time. The animals are all free. It's protected. Nobody's going out shooting the bear or shooting deer in this area. This is all protected national park. We've been down through here and found some bear up in the trees. One time it was a mother and some twins up in the trees. We had my convertible that trip, which was so neat we could just look. Now here is the Methodist Church, stop number 5 on the map. And there it is, stop number 5, or stop number 4. Stop number 4, the Methodist Church. There you can see they've got some parking right there, and you can walk up into the church and check it out, as well as the cemetery behind the church. Now we're moving along. Beautiful day. These beautiful trees. Up in these trees is where you might find a bear. They do like to climb some trees sometimes. And you know, there was a great fire in the Smoky Mountains National Park. Now here we are. This is Hyatt Lane. You can see it on the map, Hyatt Lane. That is a two-way road as well, where you can go from the other side of the loop and back and forth. Now we're traveling along. Here we are at the Missionary Baptist Church. That's stop number 6. You can see that there. It's a pretty church, and you can go inside that, and it has a cemetery beside it as well. Ample parking there. Just open fields, beautiful area. But there was a great fire in the Gatlinburg area, and since that time, it's not uncommon to see bears with triplets, and very common to see twins. So nature has a way of replenishing after a fire like that. Here is an overlook stop. It's not numbered on the map, but you can stop here and see down into the valley. Beautiful, beautiful view from there. Remember seeing a herd of deer down in there. Not this particular day, though. This particular day, we weren't there real early and not near the evening. So those are the two times you're going to find the most wildlife, is early in the morning or near sunset is when you're going to find. You see there's a lot of trees down. Again, the Park Service really maintains the road very well and keeps those dead trees away from the road. There is a hiking trail. Cooper Road Trail. You can see it on the map. The Cooper Road Trail, that's stop number 8. Cooper Road Hiking Trail, right there. Now we'll travel on. Traffic's really not bad this day. Well, this is another pull-off, a popular pull-off. And it's a parking area for Elijah Oliver Trail, number 10 on the map. There's actually number 9, Elijah Oliver's. Why those numbers in the map don't correlate, I don't know. That's where we're going. Moving along. You can see there's people out taking some photographs, and they've got pull-offs for that. Some open fields and some down in the wooded areas. We've got some bridges over some running water. You can stop and check that out. The rivers are always beautiful. And that was the lifeblood of the people that lived here. This is Abrams Falls Trailhead. Here you can actually turn here. They've got some restrooms down there at Abrams Falls Trailhead. A lot of parking down there. Popular trail, but we're not going down there on this trip. We're just driving the loop, enjoying ourselves. Now we're coming up to one of the most significant stops along the Cades Cove Loop, Cable Mill Historic Area and Visitor Center. And you can see it's on this map as stop number 11. Now let's look at this graphic of the Cable Mill area, and we'll start in the upper right hand corner and we'll go clockwise. They've got very ample parking, very large parking lot there, and nice shady trees around. Next is the comfort station there. Very nice restrooms, running water, very, very nice. Then it's a short walk from there to the visitor center, which is a full-up park office. They'll give you great information, and they've got a great gift shop in there with all kinds of great things. Then you can go to the left as you're coming out of the visitor center and go down to the blacksmith shop. Check that out. Then you can walk on down to the cantilever barn. And you can see from there, there's a path to get on down to the Mill Creek, which is really neat. Got some great memories of going down there with my grandson down to the Mill Creek. And then back up to the path, you can go on down to the John P. Cable grist mill, and that grist mill is sometimes actually in operation. You can check that out. And there's a smokehouse and a corn crib and another barn back there in the Greg Cable house, which is neat to go through. And then on your way back to the parking lot, there is actually, out in the center there, is a place where they actually make cane sorghum. There is a press there where they put a donkey or an ox or something on it to actually make the sorghum. Really neat. Great place to stop any time of the year. So now we're going to drive past that because today we've been down there before. We just want to go and see if we can see some wildlife. So we're going to continue driving the loop. And there's another cemetery off to the right down that road there. We're not going there this trip. We're going to continue on, hopefully see some wildlife. Although it's not the best time of day to do that. And here's some pull-offs here, some trails that you can follow. Just beautiful. The drive itself is beautiful. See the pretty big timber. Nothing like the redwoods, of course, but it's pretty awesome. Quite an experience. And we're going to go down a little grade here. See the warning signs for the bicyclists. It's a pretty steep grade. There's a fallen tree there. We'll be coming out of the wooded area into some more fields. More pullouts there. You can stop and just take time to enjoy the fields. Back in another wooded area. Look at that big tree that was blown over there on the right side. You get some nasty windstorms here from time to time, and of course some huge rains. Those Helena floods were east of here, over in the North Carolina side is where all that terrible flooding was. Back out to some more fields here, and some trees that might hide a bear. Not this trip. Now what's next is the Henry Whitehead place. Stop number 12 on the map. And they've got parking there so you can check out Henry Whitehead's place. And there it is. Neat old cabin, as you can see. And then we drive on down, not too much further down the road. And at stop number 15, it says there on our map, it's stop number 14, Dan Lawson's place. And there, take a look at Dan Lawson's place. Another historic log cabin. And there's a back barn and a corn crib, smokehouse, and There's ample parking right there, so you can go up, and that's got pretty good pathway. It's close to the road, not a long walk, but we've been there before, so we're just going to continue down, looking for that wildlife. Another fairly steep grade. And some views. Can't really see it from here, but there are some. Cades Cove again is in a valley. It's surrounded by beautiful mountains. Now here on the right side you can see some buildings coming up. It's the Tipton place. Number 16 there on our map. It's stop number 15, the Tipton place. And look at that. That's also not very far off of the road. Short walk up there. You can check that out. And there's a lot of other buildings around it. You see corn cribs and smoke houses, spring houses, and such. But we're going to continue on, driving through the area. More pullouts. See some more down timber. Now we are out in the open, and if you could look off to the left, you'd see the beautiful mountains off there. Beautiful mountains. Some more down timber. There you can see a glimpse of the mountain over there, and there's a place to park to see it, to look down into the valley. Oh, very, very nice. Very fortunate on this trip. There's oftentimes a lot of traffic. A lot of times you can't find a place to park in some of these pullouts. But this particular time, this was a weekday. And now for the Carter Shields cabin. And off the right side of the road here is the Carter Shields cabin. There's parking there, and it's a short walk to get to Carter Shields cabin. Just another old cabin. Really, really neat. See, lots of parking there. Short walk. Check that one out. But we're going to continue driving on, as we've seen Carter Shields cabin before. And we're coming near the end of the Cades Cove loop now. Still some beautiful scenery. There's the mountains. Look at that. So beautiful. Never gets tiresome. Nice fields, and oftentimes you see some deer out there. Some bear, maybe bear up in the trees. Turkeys. Didn't see any of those today. We had one glimpse of a bear. I didn't really get it on video. Here's another parking pull out over here. You can look down into the valley. Just see how beautiful it is. Coming back into another wooded area. And there you can see we've come to the end of the Cades Cove loop. There's the exit and the picnic area. And the campground area is really neat. There they've got the picnic area, campgrounds, bike rentals, horseback riding, amphitheater, general store, and restroom. and it's a nice store there. You can get a lot of supplies and a lot of great information. Ranger Station. So out we go. And in our part 1 video, you can see the picnic area because we stopped there before we came into Cades Cove. Now, on to further adventures. So this has been our review of the whole Cades Cove loop, what we experienced that day, part of our Great Smoky Mountains National Park tours. In the next video, part 3, will cover the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, another loop within the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. It's going to be great, and there's a preview of it, so come along with us. But this has been our stop number 18, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Part 2, Cades Cove Exploration. This is part of our Traveling to Sea road trip 2025 from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. 4 thumbs up. We had a wonderful time. You can come along with us. See the links in the description below so you can see the whole trip. And if you're going to be visiting coastal Mississippi, which is home for us, check out coastalmississippi.com and learn about the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Top restaurants on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the Traveling to Sea channel. We've got videos, got a playlist for top 5 restaurants across the Gulf Coast. And got a playlist for the top attractions across the Gulf Coast, county by county, including the Barrier Islands. What's going to be next on the Traveling to Sea channel? Only one way to find out. Like and subscribe, and also please share. Let other people know about our channel. See the links in the description below. But keep watching, keep traveling, enjoy life, God bless, and we'll see you in the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail video coming up next. God bless. Hey everybody, welcome back to Traveling to Sea, stop number 18, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Part 3. We're going to go around the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, Traveling to Sea road trip. We love to travel, love to share. Traveling's great on land, sea, and air. Come with us as we go and see together how much better our traveling can be. Our Traveling to Sea 2025 road trip went from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. 4 thumbs up. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. We've got a video for each stop along the way. This is stop number 18, our drive through the Smoky Mountains National Park. See parts 1 and 2 where we drove from Cherokee up through the Smoky Mountains National Park. The Smoky Mountains National Park headquarters is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, on the north side of the park. Part 1 covered driving from Cherokee up through the Smoky Mountain National Park over to Cades Cove picnic area. Part 2 video covered our Cades Cove drive around the 11-mile loop. And part 3, this video, will cover our Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail loop and Gatlinburg and our lodging in Gatlinburg. So what are you going to see in this video? overview of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in North Carolina and Tennessee, ratings and reviews, our experiences in June 2025, park layout, what to see, videos and pictures along the way focused on the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, and Jack Huff Motor Lodge in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, one of our favorite places to stay. What will be the next video to see on Traveling to See? Well, we'll show you how to make sure you find out, and how to find other great videos on Traveling to See. So now, let's get going. Stop number 18, Part 3, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And their website, the National Park Service, has a page about the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. Tell you all about the captivating one-way drive. And before Roaring Fork and entering the Roaring Fork, and directions how to get there. And Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail is right beside Gatlinburg on the north edge of the park. TripAdvisor rates the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail 4.8 over 3,000 reviews. Yelp also rates the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail 4.8 very highly. Facebook, again, Great Smoky Mountains National Park has a Facebook page you can check out and talk to other folks about the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. So what did we find on our drive of the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail? Our videos and pictures along the way. Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, again, is on the north edge of the Smoky Mountains National Park, Gatlinburg. Matter of fact, the hotel we stay in, Jack Huff, you can get to it just going straight up the road. You can get to the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail right outside of Gatlinburg. Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. So here's a map. You can see the entrance. It's a one-way road. Goes around to Noah Bud Ogle Farm. And there's a hiking trail to Rainbow Falls, a Trillium Gap Trail, another trail to Grotto Falls, and Ephraim Bale's Place of 1,000 Drips, and Eli's Mill. And it brings you back to Gatlinburg. And here we go, driving along Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. There's a pull out there. You can stop and check out nature. There's some people doing just that. It's lovely, beautiful scenery. Very similar to parts of Cades Cove, you know, the wooded areas of Cades Cove. You can see that in our part 2 video. And just motoring along here. This is closed in the wintertime. There's the pink Jeep tours. If you don't want to drive it yourself, you can get a pink Jeep tour. But this is safe to drive. And here's the Ogle Place, and this is really quite a fascinating place here, the Noah Bud Ogle Farm. The Ogle Farm is really a neat place. You can park there and go down, and you see they've got the old house there. You can see in back there's a barn. There's actually several buildings. You can take a path out back down to the spring house right by the river. That's how they kept things cold back in those days. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And this is the parking area there to get into the Ogles farm. Ample parking, as you can see, and you walk down in there, have a good time. Now we're just going to continue on up the road here. And it goes down to single lane. Beautiful drive, much like what you experience on the Cades Cove Loop, or stop number 18, part 2. And sometimes you can find some wildlife along here. And we did not this day. And now we're coming up to Rainbow Falls trailhead. And they've got ample parking here. There's restrooms. And this is the trailhead that goes up to Rainbow Falls. And here is Rainbow Falls. Beautiful, beautiful. Well worth the hike. And ample parking. You can see the restroom up there. Very good. You can see how popular it is. There's cars parked over here on the left side. These new parking rules, they're very, very strict that you park only in posted areas. But they've got more down here on the left. So now we shall continue on, just enjoying the drive. You see people out here hiking around. Here's some people that have parked here, probably going to Rainbow Falls. They're going to walk back. These people have probably already been. They're probably heading back to their cars. A lot to see down through here. Very, very nice. And here's another parking area for Rainbow Falls Trailhead. And another way to get to Rainbow Falls. Lots of parking up in there as well. Very, very popular, Rainbow Falls. And very popular is Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. It's a beautiful drive. Really enjoy it. We try to do it every time. Here the road splits off, and to the right is Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail continues on to Grotto Falls Trail and to Gatlinburg, 6 more miles. To the left it branches off and it goes back to Ogles Place and back into Gatlinburg that way. On this particular day, we took the road back down to Ogles Place, cutting it short. We were hungry, but don't worry, because I'm going to take you on around to the other stops on the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. Next stop will be Trillium Gap Trail, and that trail will take you out to Grotto Falls. Here's the Trillium Gap Trail, 1.4 miles to Grotto Falls and 6.7 miles to the summit of Mount LeConte. And this is Grotto Falls. Lovely, isn't it? It certainly is, certainly is. Then, if you keep driving along from there, you're going to come up to the next stop, which the next stop is Ephraim Bale's place. And just like the Ogle place, this is well preserved. There's parking right there. Got this lovely wall. You can see the stone wall. Go up that path and you can get to the home and you can explore those grounds. It's an interesting home, isn't it? They've got a home on the left and kind of a mother-in-law's extension to the right with it covered in between. It's rather unique. Then you travel along and there are pullouts along the way where you can get some tremendous views. This is one example. Look at that most beautiful view there. Then the next stop is the Place of 1,000 Drips, and it's right off of the road, right there. Beautiful waterfall, Place of 1,000 Drips, right there. You can go out on YouTube and check. There are lots and lots of videos about a Place of 1,000 Drips. Very, very nice indeed. And on to the end, we end up at Eli's Mill. Eli's Mill is actually just outside of the park. But there's Eli's Mill. A lot of neat stuff inside. And there are some restrooms there, free restrooms. And a lot of trade shops. Look at this gate. Very fascinating gate that they have there. Had to put a picture of that in there. So now we're leaving the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, heading into Gatlinburg. And one of our favorite places to stay in Gatlinburg is Jack Huff Motor Lodge. And here it is, Jack Huff's Motor Lodge. It's right down the road from that entrance to the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. See their website link down in the description below. And here is an awesome YouTube review by Big Joe Malaya's World YouTube channel. And it is an excellent review. It's 3 years old, but it is accurate. Very good review of Jack Huff's Motor Lodge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We really enjoy going there. It's clean, always has been clean, and great value. The location is fantastic. To show you the location, let's look at this map of the Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville area, and to the right is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. You can see they've got a cutout there that shows Cherokee, and a little cutout to the lower right hand that shows Townsend. But the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail is right there, and Jack Huff Motor Lodge is right there. Look at that location. And you can walk from Jack Huff Motor Lodge just about a block, and you're into the villages in Gatlinburg. And we'll see more about that here in some future videos. And What to Do website, if you've never been to the Smoky Mountains, What to Do can tell you about things to do in the Smoky Mountains, where to eat, where to stay in the Smoky Mountains, and there's all kinds of options. There's cabins and hotels and condos, shows to see. So you might want to check that out. But we do highly recommend Jack Huff's Motor Lodge. It's always been great for us. But if we've got large families, we've had cabins a couple of times and condos a couple of times. We've been there a lot, as you can see. So this has been our review of stop number 18 Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Part 3, our trip around the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail, part of our 2025 Traveling to Sea road trip, where we left Mississippi to Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. With 4 thumbs up, this is an awesome trip. A lot more videos to come, so see the links in the description below. And if you're going to be visiting coastal Mississippi, which is home for us, check out coastalmississippi.com. That's a website to tell you about the Gulf Coast. And if you want to see about restaurants, we've got YouTube videos on the Traveling to Sea channel for the top 5 restaurants, in our opinion, across the Gulf Coast. Also, top attractions across the Gulf Coast, county by county, including the Barrier Islands. What's going to be next on Traveling to Sea? The best way to find out is to like and subscribe, and please share with others. Tell them about the channel. See the links in the description below, and keep watching, keep traveling, enjoy life, God bless, and see you in our next video.